Hello and welcome to Dr. Clue Plays a bit of RimWorld. I've just started a game and did lots of mucking about and landed on a place that I thought would be very good and realised it was a really bad map for me. So I've started again and this is the joy of recording, I suppose. What I did was set up random with some challenge. I don't want to be too rough, I'll make my own mistakes anyway. We're going for a world called Gert, which is interesting, and then we'll take it from there. I'm not going to muck about. Am I going to? I never know. I want to have decent people going in with some balance, because if you don't, you're really gonna end up sucking out. We'll see. So I'm looking for some with a growing period of 30 days and an average temperature of about 10 degrees, which is why I zoomed in straight away into this here zone that you can't really see because my mouse isn't captured. I've just realised. I always forget about that. Thank you, OBS on Mac. I still don't know why they can't capture it. But yeah, I want that sort of setting. So an average temperature around 30, and I want it to be a growing period 30, average temperature around 10, and I want it to be mountainous because the one I just started was large hills, which usually comes out alright, and this time was just a really poor excuse of a map. Unfortunately, that is the difficulty when you have randomly generated maps, I suppose. Quite like that spot. It's got stuff nearby. It's a bit of a trek to get to a road, so missions and things might take a bit longer, but I quite like that. I think this is a good spot. Sandstone, marble granite. I'd rather have sandstone, it's a bit easier. 10.4, 30 degrees, definitely, that's what we will do. Now, I am assuming that you know RimWorld. If you don't know RimWorld, get it. Is basically a fat grown slave girl, herb world sex slave. Okay, if you don't have it, get it. It's a really good game, and it's been developing into something beautiful and magnificent. Almost, I'm very loath to say it, but this is getting to this sort of epic status of Dwarf Fortress, but then with pretty graphics and only one level to build on. It's like a mix between Prison Architect and Dwarf Fortress, I find. I'm just randomizing at random now, because what I want is to have decent characters to begin with, not just, crappy ones. I like the fact that this is a doctor. Doctors are very important. I like that he's intellectual, because then he can actually do a lot of development. So, boy soldier, a war may never change, but the cast of characters does. Born on a violent herb world, Tony was trained from a young age to fight the wars of others and became rather good at it. Shooting +4, melee +2. On a bomb-blasted world, first aid is often the only aid. Tony used his medical skills to help the injured and the sick. He believed that while guns and machines may be powerful, the doctor is even more so. And I can't argue with that. So this is actually a very useful character for me. Can't do crafting. I couldn't care less about crafting at this point. We'll get someone else to do that. He's a hard worker, but he's also neurotic. That means he works even faster, even harder, but he does have a chance of breaking down. I'm not too bothered with that. So Tony is staying. I like the fact he's not got bad health, so he's definitely coming along. So here we have a child star who was a message carrier, who's incapable of dumb labour or intellectual. Intellectual doesn't matter, but he won't do any cleaning or anything like that. It will be a constant drain, so he's going. We've got a very good crafter, because it used to be a smith. And in fact, I think this is exactly the same character I had in the previous one that I decided not to do. Except that then they weren't wimpy and jealous. But I can live with that. This would be a very good crafter and not useless in battle either. And they can begin as a miner and do that. Yeah, I think that's good. And then construction. Oh, growing, excellent. No cooking. Who can cook? Ooh, damn. This is a very good character. Got to take him along. There's just no or her. I can't not take her along. I mean, look at this, shooting 3, so that's going to go really well. Animals 5, brilliant at building, so beds and things like that are going to be worth something straight away. Yeah, they're coming. So, sorry Felly, it looks like you're not coming because I need a cook. Because White can grow, Tony can mine, so we need someone who can cook. Bit of cooking there. Shouter. No. Cooking. Abrasive. Nervous. But no psychic. And so Tony, the doctor, is his son. So it'd just be poor White who gets bullied. But that isn't dreadful. I think we're going to go with that. Social is very handy. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Right, that's it. No preparing careful or anything like that. Just jump in and hopefully get a decent map to begin with. I need to make sure I can see how long my recordings last, because obviously this will be set up as a bit of a let's play. Right, bang, there we go. Let's pause the game. I'm always a bit annoyed that I have to do this. But, you know, now if I'm not mistaken, he could shoot, so he's getting that. He can shoot, so he's getting that. Oh, no. You're getting a knife, when I can find it. Don't know where the knife is, there. We've got our husky, and I'm very happy that we've got a husky and not some sort of Yorkshire Terrier, or even worse, cats. Although in a playthrough that I didn't record recently, I got a whole invasion of cats just before an exotic goods trade had landed. So that was useful, because cats are actually worth something. God knows why, because they're the most annoying things to look after ever. But yeah. So in the last map, my problem was I didn't have anywhere safe and secure to start off. This map, much better. So the outskirts are quite open, especially in the north, which means that we will get buffaloes and that sort of stuff coming in. But in here, there's a very nice opportunity to just simply build a wall across, maybe from here to there, sort of thing, and lock everything up. So defensively, that's a very nice position. Now what we want is a bit of rich soil, which we have there. Shame there's not more rich soil in this pocket. That would have been very handy. But there's not a lot of it on the map anyway. There is up here. No, I don't like that as much. No. I think what we're going to do is make this area into our base. So we have a bit of rich soil. Basically build a wall along here and down there. And then that should do, really. Yeah, I like that idea. So let's begin by doing all the stuff that I never think we should have to do, because it's pretty logical. Tony is the doctor. He's the warden and the cook. He's my grower and constructor. Tony's also my miner and hunter. Right. Everything else, apart from hauling and cleaning, we leave at 3 for now. And then let's just see what the quickest way is of setting this up. Actually, let's plan our zones first. So we need a dumping zone. And this looks like a sensible dumping zone here. And then we need a stockpile zone. And frankly, that little corner looks like a good stockpile zone. Then I'm going to build a wall. Like that, and the door. And that'll be our first area. Then we want to grow here, including as much of this rich soil as possible. That'll just be potatoes, and then here we will grow strawberries. I don't have a level 5. Rice then. And we'll leave it at that for now, because we need to go and research quite soon. So we're going to start very low key, but we'll get everybody working first. Orders. Chop wood. Get rid of all the wood around these different growing zones. In there. Not starting mining yet. As long as we can avoid mining, we can save time and do everything else first, which is to haul everything in and build some protection around our whole area as well. Do we have iron to mine around here? I don't see it. Ah, yes, there. So that's good. We can have steel. There's some more there, some components, some more components, so that's good. Now let's see what our random storyteller, which I think is one of the best features of this game, actually will throw up. We'll get rid of those stones straight away. Who's doing my chopping? My constructor needs to do the chopping as well. So each time she runs out of wood, she then gets more wood herself rather than have someone else rely on that. That's good. Oh look, food. Right, so now we have a basic structure. Let's see if we can zone that out real quick. I want them to have small but simple bedrooms to begin with. And I'm going to make an extra one that will be the prison. There. And then I also want a big table straight away that will sit in the corner with a dining chair arrangement. We'll only have 4 dining chairs for now. I want an animal sleeping spot, 2 of those. I want a torch lamp in the corners. And whilst we're at it, we might as well have a plant pot as well. I think that'll do. There's a very basic first sort of structure. There we go, got light and day lilies. It's really helpful having a good constructor. It means that basically things just get built real quick. Now what I don't like is that there's no one growing anything yet. Oh, I forgot about that. My grower is my constructor. Okay, well that means that we have to wait a bit with the rest of the construction. What we could do then is create a stockpile zone there, that everything that is perishable goes. So manufactured weapons, if we have any. So at least then that's sort of safe. Then we can take that out of here, because it'll rot if we leave it out there, and we don't want that. I forget what items are. Oh yeah, no. That'll be fine. We don't have any of that yet. Right, they're all sleeping. Very tempted, on the grounds that Tony is actually an intellectual, to research some means of food production very early on. You know what? I have a feeling that a couple of these guys are going to be walking around quite needlessly in a minute, so I'm going to get them to produce more wood as well. No, wait, I don't need you to cook yet. construction goes first. Let's see how good these beds come out. Normal. Oh, okay. Hoping for better, because these chairs, well, that chair's superior. Normal. At the moment, white is definitely my most important, so she gets the best room. I normally don't assign them, but we might as well in this case. When we're all done, oh no, pirates. Biologically she's 50 years, he's a paramedic. Yeah, why not? It's early on. Now, because we have the random guy, we don't know how many pirates are coming. So our initial response is to just hide away. And Tony is going to have to it's only one. Sheriff, a mill drifter of the anguish. Got peg leg, so he's not going to be running away in very quickly. Very good shot though. But has a steel shiv. Excellent. Not so the character we want to keep, so either we kill him or we release him, but yeah, that'll be fine. On the grounds that he's not very quick, I'm going to put Tony here, give him a shot across the water, or even here. Just realised there's iron right here. And some raspberries. Ooh, very nice. Anyway, let's stay with the program. Don't know if you can shoot over that, but it should give us a nice long run up. Come on. Hit. Hit. Okay, and away. Stop shooting. Now was he... We need someone who's a killer. Ah, we don't have a killer. Okay. Now, unfortunately, what we don't have is a extra bed for this other lass. That's alright. Tony, go look after your father. Right, there we go. That was not that bad. So let's see what we actually recruited here. A paramedic. Presumably pretty good at medics. Ooh, as good as Tony. That's very interesting. Alright. A warden, not make it a priority, but that's pretty useful. Can do that, and white doesn't have to worry about that. Can cook a little, that's useful. Can grow a little, that's very useful. Right, who's got severe illness? Vanilla, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. So we've now got someone who can actually do a bit of growing, which is very handy for us, because that means that the growing carries on whilst the building carries on. So that's useful. I'd still prefer the other to do the growing as well, I think. Do I? No, there's not that much difference, although White is passionate about growing, so. But at some point the construction will slow down a lot, so. Right, let's see what we do with Vanilla. As a prisoner, we really don't want to. Just throw him out when he's done, and that'll be fine. In the meantime, we're going to protect the rest of our goods. I forget to put the door in, which can be very inconvenient. And we're also going to chop more trees down. We also need to think about where we want our kitchen. So we're growing here. I think what I want is my kitchen sort of as a nice room there. Yeah. Building is now very quick, which is great. Really handy. The other things we need to do is make the place a bit neater. We've got plenty of trees, so I'm just going to start off with a fuel generator and a battery. Take everything through the wall, and then we can start thinking about security in a bit. Vanilla is no longer capable of walking, so they'll be gone soon. Oh, we also need a third bedroom. Couple bedrooms in the back of the kitchen, and then when Vanilla's gone we can open that up as a walkway so that people don't get upset about stuff in the winter. Yeah, good. I think we're getting somewhere. This is a better start than I imagined, to be honest. Getting chirpy, whoever it is, straight away is pretty useful. Gonna get rid of this fella now. Bye bye, thanks for the clothes. And then we're going to reinstall this here. And also build a new prisoner's bed anyway. White is a majestical builder. It makes such a difference to have a construction person who's quick. You won't believe how slow this whole process can be of just building a simple base. So having someone who's, I don't know what White's building is, but it's like 15, yeah. Pretty damned incredible, really. We have some idle colonists, so that'll be Nash and Tony. They'll be pushed into action soon enough. I'm not too worried, actually. We could start some mining as well. Yeah, why not assign some mining? Gonna get some of this iron I found earlier. There. Don't know if if you really haven't got anything to do, you can mine as well. Right, so now we've got food here. It's not refrigerated though, so it's going to spoil over time. Now we've got everything else ready, which is great. So we can start actually producing food that will last for a certain period of time. Because we have 4 units, 4 people eating, I want to cook about 50, so my rule is to have 10 per person plus 10 extra. That might probably change or whatever, especially if we don't get enough food in, but for now that will be fine. And then the other thing we need is to start butchering, because we can start hunting then, and we just noticed that Tony didn't have anything to do, so hunting might well be useful. So I believe Nash is my cooker as well. In the meantime, we also want to tidy up around here. Just get rid of those stones, pile them into somewhere, into this area here, and then we can start making rock walls if we want, or stuff like that. I wanted a research desk as well. That's going in the kitchen. Technically it isn't a kitchen, I suppose, but I want all this gone, gone, gone. Did I not put a floor order in? Thought I had. Oh, maybe not. That's prisoners. Awful prison, which suits me fine. Right, it's a bit slow. I suspect that Randy will throw something up in a second. I do need some sort of defense, actually. I don't think that's wrong. I don't know where to put it yet. Yeah, we'll be alright for now. The obvious thing here, of course, is to build wall around here, down here, incorporate this, and then just close it off, which gives us a nice space to work with, especially towards winter when we need to start building cover for our growing and all that. But for now we're absolutely fine. Summer has just started, so, or at least I think it has. Now putting a wooden floor in doesn't really matter that much. Probably better off with a non-wooden floor, but as you notice, with the wooden floor you lose the -1 modifier, so dirt still creates bad thoughts, but other than that it's very useful to have a floor in, and it's something that I think people underestimate at times. This bunny has been starving, I think. Yeah, so that'll be food soon enough. We locked it in by accident. So now we've got a very lean bunny for food. Speaking of which, we need to tidy up our zones. This is just for leather. Up, clear all. Where is it? I always get confused. I don't think leather is manufactured, but who knows, maybe just stick. I will start on a fridge actually. I'm going to build it here. Shame I have to build it from wood, but we do need it. So wooden door right there. Very gentle beginning to the game. No, it's summer. I knew it was coming. Ooh. Right, I'm going to stop this session. It's been half an hour, so I hope you enjoyed that. A bit of RimWorld, going at high speed. Not a lot happened yet. Maybe next time. See you later.